red 9 on the black 10.
Oh. Thanks.
Hey, Rob, how about having a poker game at your house this week?
Yeah, fine with me.
Does that mean if we play at your house, Laura will play?
Sure.
Ah, forget it. I don't play poker with females.
Yeah, me neither.
How many we got now?
Well, there's Rob, you, and me.
Yeah, that's right. We could use about 4 more. How about if we call up? Hey, Sally, will you get that?
Yeah, sure. Oh, hi, Mel.
Sally?
Well, Judge Crater returns.
Sally, this was left in my office by mistake with a note from the repairman that it works fine now.
Oh, thanks, Mel, for bringing it in.
You're welcome.
Hey, Mel, how about a little poker game Thursday night?
Oh, fine. Who are the players going to be? No women, I hope.
Nah.
No, just buddies, me and Sally.
Count on me.
Excuse me, Rob.
Oh,
Do we have to have him play?
Well, at least that's one pigeon we're sure of. Hey, buddy, give me a hand. Very funny. Now, will you help me, please?
Come on, you're stronger than I am. Do it yourself, Mac.
Thanks very large.
Let's see. We got 4 now.
Snappy service, lunchtime. Which you guys is paying?
It's the second time in 3 days. I'm beginning to feel like a sugar daddy. Okay, here you are, sport. Buy yourself something foolish.
Thanks, Pop.
Hello? Oh, hi, Laura. Yeah, he's here. Just a minute. Laura.
Oh. Hi, Laura.
Hi, honey. Yeah, how's Buddy? Fine. Well, right here, I'll ask him. Hey, you guys, Laura's got this tremendous leg of lamb. She wants to know if you'd come over to the house for dinner tonight.
With or without mates?
With or without mates? With.
Well, that lets me out.
No, Sal, she means mate in the general sense, like date.
Look, I can't call a fella at the last minute for a date.
Laura doesn't care if you come alone. Honey, you don't care if Sally comes stag. She wants to talk to you.
No.
Get out of here. It's like Grand Central Station.
Hi, Laura. Gee, I'm sorry I'm such a deadbeat, but... You have? The brother of a friend? Well, I don't know. You know, before I accept a date with anyone, I gotta know a little more about him. Like what? Well, like, where does he live and what time does he want me to call for him?
I still think Ted ought to be calling for Sally.
Well, why, honey? As she said, she goes right by his place on her way here. If he had to pick her up, he'd have to go all the way out of his way.
I suppose so, but Richie, put that down. You'll spoil the design.
The design?
Yes, we want the company to see how pretty it looks.
Oh, I didn't know it was for looking. I thought it was for eating.
Well, it is, dear, but after everyone's seen it.
Oh, I think we'll look nice without that one.
Richie.
Without that one?
Richie. Rob, will you come here and do something with this boy?
Sure.
Yeah, boy. If you don't pay no mind to your ma, you're going to bed without your caviar orders. Now get, young'un.
Hey, it's Dr. Barney. Buddy is here. Hey, go
I know.
How's the boy?
Oh, I hope we're not late. No, right on time. Oh, were we the first ones here? Not that we're first again.
Pickles, we're not first. Rob and Laura are here.
Oh, yeah, good. I hate to be first.
Yeah. How's the Indians and the cowboys and everything?
Oh,
huh?
Richie, I brought you some chocolate cigarettes.
Thanks, Aunt Pickles.
You're welcome.
Buddy, why is it you're always on time for parties and always late for work?
Well, I'd be on time for work, too, if you had Laura down there with some of that world-renowned cooking.
Well, aren't you the flatterer?
Don't be so flattered. If you had to live on pickles cooking, you'd think hard-boiled eggs were a delicacy.
Buddy, that's not very nice. Pickles, sit down.
Well, it may not be nice, but it's the truth. Go ahead, honey. Tell them what a terrible cook you are.
Well, my mother's known as the worst cook in the whole neighborhood, and she taught me everything she knows.
Boy, you haven't lived till you've tried her boiled steaks with hot water sauce.
Buddy, I'm sure you're exaggerating.
No.
Only time we have home cooking is when it's somebody else's home. Hey, how about eating something?
Well, Sally's not here yet.
Buddy, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you agree with Rob that it's all right for Sally to call for her date?
Sure, why not?
Then you think it's all right for a girl to call for a man?
Oh, no. So what?
So why did you say it was all right for Sally to call for her date?
What's that got to do with a girl picking up a fella?
Really, Buddy?
Mommy's taking one.
No, I'm not.
Buddy, that's all right. You go right ahead and have one.
Hey, you
That's
see?
probably Sally and Ted.
Use it.
It's so nice to see Sid.
Hi, Sal.
Hi, Ted, you remember Rob. Hey, cowboy. Mr. and Mrs. Sorrell, this is Ted Harris.
Oh,
Mr. Sh0w, how do you do? Mrs. Sh0w?
hey, just make that buddy, huh?
Thank
Well, you can call me Pickles, okay?
Pickles, that's an odd name. I never heard anybody called Pickles before.
Yes, it is a strange name, but you see, my real name is Fiona. And in my neighborhood, everybody named Fiona is called Pickles.
Were there many Fionas in your neighborhood?
Just me.
Don't try to figure it out. Just believe her.
Aunt Sally, can I have a horsey ride?
You want a horsey ride? Come on there, cowboy. Let's go. I'll give you a horsey ride. Richie, dear, I think it's time for bed.
After Aunt Sally gives me a horsey ride.
Well, Richie, you might hurt Aunt Sally. Now, Rob, will you tell Richie to go to bed?
Honey, if you're worried about Sally's back, forget it. She's as strong as a bull.
Rob. Richie, say goodnight to everyone now and go to bed. Come on.
Okay, Mommy.
There you go.
Good night, Richie.
Good night. Good night, Ann.
Oh, here, let me help you.
Oh, that's all right. Didn't you hear, Rob? I'm as strong as a bull. Sally, sit down. Make yourself comfortable. Ted, you sit next to Sally. I haven't seen you in so long. My, don't you look pretty tonight?
Oh, thank you.
You do too, Pickles, but I meant Sally.
I do?
Yes, I love your hair that way. It looks so soft and feminine. Don't you think so, Ted?
Oh, yes, it's very becoming, Sally.
Oh, do you really like it?
Very becoming.
Why not? Took her 3 hours to become becoming.
Should have seen me before I went to the beauty parlor and became becoming. You'd have been begoing. Listen, my hair was flying out like this. You've never seen anything like this. Boy, I'm telling you, I would never do something. Just leave it to me. I'll give you
Sally, I could use a little help in the kitchen.
Oh, sure, Laura. Be happy to help you. You know, Sally's quite an excellent cook.
Oh, is she?
Yes, Sally's quite a girl. Oh, Laura.
Boy, I'll second that. She can tell a joke as good as any man.
Really?
Well, no, not really.
Oh, yes, she can, honey.
Yeah.
Sal, tell him the one about the two drunks in Central Park.
Right. Oh, that's a damn
I really could use some help.
Well, what do you need done?
Oh, well, some water glasses need filling.
Hey, that's one of the few things Pickles can help you with.
Oh, I'd be glad to. Say, do you put the ice cubes in before or after?
Before.
Oh, good. So do I.
Okay, ladies, in the kitchen. We guys are going to stay out here and tell some stories. Go ahead, Sal.
Okay. Want me to tell the two drunks in Central
In
Park,
Central
right?
Park, that's the
Okay.
one.
These two drunks are in Central Park, see, and they go into the zoo. Now, they're standing in front of the lion's cage, right? And all of a sudden, one of the lions lets out a big roar. You know, one of these, roar! Roar! And one drunk turns to the other and he says, hey, he says, let's get out of here. The other one says, you can't leave now, the picture just started. What I tell you, Dyke?
Can't you tell a joke as good as any man?
Oh,
Sally, the food is sensational.
Hey, come on, Dad. I'll drive you home.
We'll do that again soon.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Sal. You know something, honey? You are a great little hostess.
Don't talk to me.
I take it all back. You're not a great little hostess.
Rob, how could you?
How could I what?
Don't play innocent. You know what, how could you? How dare you?
How dare I? What happened to how could you?
All right, if you're going to make jokes.
Well, I'll stop making jokes if you tell me what's bothering you.
How dare you treat Sally like that?
Like what?
Like one of the boys.
Well, honey, what's the matter with that?
Just one little thing. She's not a boy, she's a girl.
Of course she is. I know that.
You certainly don't act it.
Well, honey, what do you want me to do? Hug her and kiss her every time I see her?
I'm not asking you to hug her or kiss her, Rob. I am simply asking you not to announce in front of a potential boyfriend in a loud, clear voice that she's as strong as a bull. Your charming and lovable friend Buddy to tell everyone how she almost beat the delivery boy in hand wrestling.
Honey,
Yeah, and after dinner, when you included her, when you said, all right, fellas, let's go into the den for brandy and cigars.
Well, she went, didn't she?
Well, Rob, after spending a day with you two treating her like that, she forgets herself that she's a girl. She'll probably never see Ted again, and she's got you two lovable stinkers to thank for that. Would you hand me those dishes, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I really am. Well, you know how fond I am of Sal. I don't know, sitting in an office all day together, working, you kind of lose your awareness of people as people. I couldn't tell you right now what color Buddy's eyes are.
Well, that doesn't hurt Buddy, but forgetting that Sally is a girl has hurt her very much.
Yeah. Boy, when you're right, you're right. Honey, I tell you what, starting tomorrow, I'm going to make Sir Walter Raleigh look like a boor.
Well, don't overdo it, or she'll think you're ribbing her. But see if you can inject a little of Sir Walter into Sir Buddy.
Yeah. No, honey, we better leave him out of this. You know, Buddy, everything's jokes. You start pouring water on the floor so he can throw his coat down for her to walk on.
You may be right.
Don't worry, I shall be gallant enough for two.
Don't joke about it. Just remember that Sally is a girl.
Don't worry, honey, I'll remember. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to make it my personal responsibility to tell the whole world that Sally is a girl.
Morning, Rob.
Hi, Sally. Oh, morning, Sally. Gee, you look wonderful today.
Oh, thanks.
Have a chair.
Not just yet, thanks. Hey, sure was a nice party at your house last night, Rob.
Oh, thanks. How did things go with you and Ted after you left?
Well, things didn't, but he did.
Oh?
Yeah, in his rush to get out, he almost broke the hinges on my car door. You know, somehow I got the impression I wasn't his type. Too bad, because he sure was mine. Oh, well, easy come, easy go.
But let me help you with that, Sal.
Thanks.
Hey, what's the matter? Sally break her arm or something?
She didn't break her arm. Hey, Sal, you smell good today.
I do?
Why not? The best bay rum money can buy.
Hey, Rob, that's very funny, but...
I don't think that's so funny.
Well, maybe it's a little early. I didn't get warmed up yet. You hear the one about the two guys got off a bus?
What do you say we cut the jokes and get some work done around here?
Yeah, all right. Forget the jokes. We gotta write a comedy show. No funny stuff.
Sally, we get the typewriter out.
Oh, sure.
What? Excuse me, I'll get it. Here we are. Sit down, Sal.
All right, what's a gag?
Boy, all I know is I checked my accident policy before I sat down.
Okay, I give up. I get a raise, or do they get fired?
Well, a gentleman always helps a lady with her chair.
Well, I guess there's a first time for everything.
Sal, you know you have wonderful taste. That's a beautiful blouse you're wearing there.
You like it? It's yours.
Oh, Sally. I really mean it.
What's with all the compliments all of a sudden?
I think it's time we appreciated having a bright, attractive gal around the office.
Yeah, when is she gonna start work here?
It's very funny, buddy. I think I'll use that next week's show. I like that.
Look,
Very
I
funny.
don't think that was very funny. Why don't we get down to business now, please?
Okay.
Oh, wait, here's something. I'll get that. Oh, what a lovely hand. Allow me.
Oh, I guess there's no one here yet.
Mel, wait a minute. I gotta talk to you.
I do not speak to you.
I know it, and don't think I don't appreciate it, Curly. Please, just give me a minute. You gotta listen to me. It's important. It's about Rob.
What about Rob?
I'm sorry. I promise no baldy jokes if you just listen to me, okay?
What about Rob?
Have you noticed something funny going on around here?
No, and that includes the scripts.
I thought we had a truce.
All right. What's this something funny going on?
Well, it's about Sally and Rob. Where do you think they are now?
Well, how do I know?
Out to lunch.
Well, what's funny about that?
I'm not with them, am I? And when I said I'd like to go along, Rob says, oh, no, two's company, three's a crowd.
I guess sometimes your best friends will tell you.
You don't understand. He invited her. Like a fella invites a girl.
Like a fella invites a girl?
Yeah, you know, would you care to have lunch with me today, dollface?
Who said that, he or she?
He said it just like Sally was a girl or something.
Oh, it must have been a practical joke.
No, there have been other things, like holding her chair for her. 9 times last week he lit her cigarette. Twice he admired her dress, and 3 times her legs.
He did?
He did.
Well, then you think that Sally and Rob... Oh, it couldn't be. That's ridiculous.
What else?
Well, why, after all these years of working together,
Well, you know how it is. Sometime a guy can't stand the sight of yogurt. All of a sudden, one look, psh, whipped cream.
And you think this is serious?
Boy, I know it is.
All right, you've got to do something about it. You talk to him.
Talk to him? I think he's too far gone for that. Besides, he's the head writer. I can't tell him to stop hanky-pankying around and go back to his wife.
Well, you certainly can talk to Sally.
All right. I'll talk to Sally when they come back. But you get Rob out of the room.
All right.
Here they come now. And as far as I'm concerned, Curly, you don't ever have to come around this office.
Don't tell me you two are at it again.
Oh, fellas, don't spoil it. We had such a lovely lunch, didn't we, Rob?
It wasn't the lunch that was lovely, it was the company.
Oh, thank you, Rob.
I'll just get some water. For our little bouquet here.
Aren't they beautiful? Rob bought them for me from a little old plow lady.
Here we are.
Oh, thank
Right
you.
in there.
Oh, dear,
There.
so wonderful.
Allow me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rob, I wonder if I could talk to you about next week's script.
Sure, Mel, what about it?
In my office?
Oh, all right.
Thank you, Rob.
We'll just be a minute. What's the matter with the show? You already read the script, Mel.
Sally?
Yeah?
Oh, boy, I never thought I'd have to do a thing like this in my life. I don't know how to say it.
Say what?
Sally, you gotta give him up.
Him?
Yeah, him.
I got a him?
Yeah, you got a him.
Well, I'm always the last one to know.
Come on, Sally, I know what's going on.
Look, I don't know who him is, but whoever him is, if I got him, wild horses couldn't make me give him up.
Boy, look, will you stop playing games with me? You can't do this to her.
Her?
Her.
My him's got a her.
You know he has.
Well, there's my luck for you. I lost him, and I don't even know who he is.
Come on, don't play Little Miss Innocence with me. We can't do this to Laura.
I don't... Laura?
Come on, Sally.
She's the her? Then Rob's the huh? You think Rob...
Yes, and Mel thinks so, too.
He does?
Yeah, and so does everybody else who's seen Rob buzzing around you the last few days.
You think Rob has a...
A crush on you, yeah. Personally, I don't understand it, but that's not my problem. It's your problem, and you gotta do something about it.
Like what?
Like telling Rob he gotta do something about it. Unless you want to break up a happy marriage.
You think I could come between Laura...
No, I don't, but evidently Rob does. Now, you gotta do something about it before it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, Sally, good. Believe me, you're doing the right thing.
Hey, what's the matter with Mel? Took me all the way to his office to tell me what a good writer I am. What's bothering him?
I don't know. Well, see you later, fellas.
Buddy, you don't have to leave on my account. Rob and I don't have any secrets, do we, Rob?
No.
Thanks a lot, Rob. I'll see you later, huh?
What's with her?
To me, it looks a lot like love.
Love? Oh, no. Oh, no!
Hi, honey.
Congratulations. You did it.
What did I do?
You remember you said that the only thing that could make Sally feel like a woman is having her think another man was in love with her?
Yeah?
Well, it's happened.
Oh, Rob, isn't that wonderful? See, I told you if you just treat her like a girl, everything would work out just fine. Who's the lucky fella?
Me.
Rob, well, that's terrible. How did it happen?
How did it happen? I did what you told me to do. I treated her like a female. I held her chair for her. I lit her cigarette for her, and I told her she smelled good. Now I think she's in love with me.
Sally's in love with you?
Yeah, and she thinks I'm in love with her.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Well, if I'm going to do the decent thing, I'll have to marry her.
Stop over-dramatizing.
Oh, over-dramatizing? You wouldn't think I was over-dramatizing if you'd seen the look on her face when she kissed me.
She kissed you?
Yes, she kissed me.
Where?
Right in the office.
Why would she do a thing like that?
What? Because I'm irresistible. Because I treated her like a woman. But are you satisfied now, honey? You've taken a perfectly happy marriage. We are having a happy marriage, aren't we?
Very.
Yes, we've taken a very happy marriage and turned it into a very unhappy triangle.
Oh, Rob.
Buddy and Sally and I had a perfect working relationship until you tried to improve it. You've got me in a position where I can't even go to the office now. How am I going to face that kid? Every time I look her in the face, I'll feel like a heel. What am I going to say to her? Hi, Sal.
Hey, you're home. You are home.
Home, yes. Come in, Sal.
Hey, come on in, Ted. They're home.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Ted.
See, we were just passing by on our way to dinner, and we thought we'd kind of drop in and say hello.
That's fine. Sit down.
Oh, thanks.
How'd you do?
Well, it's a very funny story. You see, Rob, Well, why don't you tell him, Ted? You say things so much better than I do.
Yes, well, I was sitting around in my apartment, and suddenly the doorbell rings, and I said to myself, now, who could that be? I opened the door. Sally. Seems a car had stolen right in front of my house.
Right in front of your house.
Luckily, I remembered where Ted lived.
Luckily for me, she remembered where I lived. Anyway, you should have seen her all in a dither about not being able to start the car. And anyway, naturally, she came to me for help.
Yes, and he spotted the trouble immediately.
It was really nothing. I opened the hood, and actually all that had happened was that one of the terminals had jumped off the
Distributor cap.
That's right, the distributor. How'd you know that?
Well, you told me, don't you remember? I mean, how am I supposed to know about all those mechanical fiddly-boos that go in a car?
Fiddly-boo. Isn't that just like a woman?
Fiddly-boos.
Ted?
That's the first time I ever heard a distributor cap called a fiddly-boo.
Just like a woman? Well, then you knew about it all along.
Sure. What do you think, I am a dummy or something? I mean, why else would you be doing the Sir Galahad bit if it wasn't Laura's idea?
Well, Sal, why did you let me go on with it?
I liked it. Besides, a lunch saved is a lunch earned.
Well, then you knew all along that Buddy was wrong about us.
Sure, but the fact that he could believe it and Nell, it's just like my mother always says. If two people say you're sick, lie down. Now, look, if those two experts could think me enough of a female to interest a guy like you, well, I couldn't let him down, could I? Besides, Suddenly I felt like a woman.
How do you like those two guys? Both of them really blew. Honey, we'll let Laura have Richie if she'll let us have the hi-fi set.
Oh, of course, sweetheart. Can I have the insurance transferred to my name?
Anything you say, sweetheart.
What about the wedding?
We'll have Mel as best man, and Buddy can be our little flower girl.